Hey class. So today we've been learning about some historical events, and today we are going to read a book about some of the things we've been learning about in class. And we're going to learn about cultural perspectives and chronological order. But first, we're going to have a pre-reading discussion on this book, which is right here. This is the book we're going to read. Really weird way to use an Elmo, but that's okay. First things first, what does the cover show us, guys? Yep, right here. Well, no.
Man with glasses.
Yep, good job, Sam.
Everybody knows
Yep,
the star date.
yes. Do you know what that means or stands for?
Oh, it's a star.
Like zero for 2 days or 2.
That's correct. That's really, really awesome that you knew that. And we'll get more into that a little bit later. What genre do you guys think this book is? Right. Nonfiction, real.
A real one.
Yeah. What kinds of problems do you think this character will face?
Well, it looks kind of sad. So maybe you think it looks about
Yeah, I think that's a really solid one. He doesn't particularly look happy right here at all.
Well, he has a lot of kids to take care of.
You're right. He definitely does have a lot of kids to take care of. Right. And then finally, do you guys have really an idea of what chronological order means? That's kind of a bigger word, kind of a vocab word we're dealing with. Yeah, exactly. It's like when things happen in a timeline throughout a story. And that is exactly what we're going to learn about today. So real quickly, before I actually read this book to you guys, I want you guys to get into groups and do a little think, pair, share. How about you two together and then you two together? That'd be great. So my first question is, and you guys can just take as much time as you need, but not too long. What is a ghetto? What is a ghetto? Is that a term you guys have heard before? Guys, stay in our own groups, please. What did you say, Shaylin? That sounded really like you were on the right track.
I was reading a book
Uh-huh.
about World War II.
Hey, Lil, can we not throw Cheetos at our peers, please? Right, so you were reading a book about World War II, and there was and they talked about a ghetto in that book. Yeah. Okay, yeah, like we talked about earlier. Does anyone know like what the quality of life in a ghetto would be like?
We said like number 1.
Yeah, right. Right. It's like a really rundown place where they back like Shaylin said back during World War II, and when the Nazis were in charge, they would send their Jewish population to like segregate them from the rest of the community. And they'll talk about that in this book. And we've already kind of talked about this, but think, pair, share real quickly. What is Judaism? All right. Does anyone have an answer for me?
It's a religion.
Right. That's exactly correct. Do we have any more details on that? That's fine if that's all you guys know. I don't expect you guys to know what that is necessarily. Right, yeah, it's a religion um, that originates from the Middle East, and it's very similar to Christianity. And I'm sure you'll go over more of what the technicalities of what Judaism is in your history classes. But what I need you guys to know for the purposes of this book is people who practice Judaism have historically faced a lot of persecution for their faith.
What's persecution?
Persecution is when do you know what like discrimination means?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's basically the same. It's when you discriminate against someone for a dumb reason, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Right. Great question, though. Okay, and then one last thing, pair share. And I really don't know if you guys are going to know about this one, but do you guys do you guys know what the Holocaust is?
Two?
Yes. Yeah. World War II, Sam. That's awesome.
Which one?
World War II. It happened during World War II. Yeah, and it was. This is. Do you guys know what like a genocide is? So basically, it is when you kill or try to kill off an entire population of people, just based on, in this case, religion, but it could also be race or really anything you can think of. People will try to use to eliminate a population. And the Holocaust is a genocide that specifically happened to the Jewish people during World War II under the Nazi regime. And it was terrible, and it will come up in this book. So that's why I wanted to make sure you guys at least had an idea of what that was. Okay, now we're going to read this book, but not actually because it's a really long book, and that would make this lesson take forever. Okay, wow, that was an insightful book. Now, as a class, I would like it if we could fill out the first two bubbles, this starting bubble and then one detail bubble. Can we do that, guys? Okay. Does anyone have any idea of how the story actually starts? Yes. Do you know when and where he was born, by chance? Great, great job remembering those details. And yep, do you guys know where Warsaw is? Yes, it's the capital of Poland. At the time, oh, that's awesome. At the time he was born, however, it was actually part of Russia. Just something to know. All right. Um, do we have another detail? You guys can give me before you do this independently.
Um, is,
Um, yes, that is exactly correct. Yanush practiced Judaism.
How do you say it again?
Yanush. Yanush. It's kind of a harder one to say because it's a Polish name. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you about 15 minutes to fill the rest of this out by yourselves. and then we're going to come together at the end of the class and go over the chart and finish it as a class. Okay? But I'm not actually going to give them 15 minutes because that would take a really long time. Okay! So guys, now that you guys have had enough time to finish this, can two of you guys give me details to fill these two in? These two bubbles in the timeline, and make sure we're going in chronological order, which is the purpose of the bubble timeline, after all. Yes, that's exactly correct. Right, Yanush was Jewish, and so the Jewish people don't use that symbol to mark their graves. They use the Star of David, which we talked about in the beginning of the class. Yep, that's the one right here, Sam. Symbol right here. Okay, does anyone else have another detail for me? Right, he did write children's books. That is really cool, and who knows, maybe... Yeah, no, that's fine. You guys, because you guys will turn these all in at the end, and then I'll see how you guys actually did this individually. But there's a lot of different details in this story. But all I'm concerned about is that you're putting them in a chronological order, that you're putting them the right way. But yeah, great question, Will. And now I'm assuming the last detail should be pretty similar, right, guys? Really? Can someone tell her what the last detail is? Right. You actually... Right, he was actually persecuted, like that word we just learned about, because of his religion, and ended up being killed in a concentration camp by the Nazis. Okay, guys, well, our class period's about over. Can you make sure to leave your copies on my desk before you leave? Put your names on it, all right? We've had a lot of issues with that. Thank you.